Grok. Yes, that's how you pronounce it. Grok. Not Grok, not Grok, not crack. Anyway, it's Grok according to Elon Musk. Now, if you go to the dictionary, you might find something different, but that is how Elon has clearly put it, is that that's the correct pronunciation. Well, we didn't know what form it would take, but we did know that Elon was going to be coming out with something that would be an AI assistant like a ChatGPT. This channel will now be covering Grok as it develops. You know that my show, my program is dedicated to understanding everything that might help Tesla to become the biggest company on the planet, and that helps the stock to move higher. Well, Grok does both, so I'm going to add it to my coverage. And now I'll explain the reasons why that might or might not be obvious. All right, this is Randy Kirk. You know what to do. Like, subscribe. Like, let me say it slowly and carefully. Like, subscribe, and hit notify, because you want to be notified about what? Well, you want to be notified that tomorrow morning I've got Scott Walter back on, and we're going to talk about the IPO for Starlink. That is going to be fascinating. You might have missed this morning's conversation that I had with Larry about Cathie Wood. And Larry is going to be a regular now on Monday night and Friday night. So my new show on the weekdays, on the weekday evenings, that will now have Larry on Monday, and I'm looking for other co-hosts for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All right. Cathie Wood predicted on her show last night that interest rates will be dropping to 2.5 in the very near future. I was talking about a 4.25 like almost immediately. Gary Black says 4%. Anyway, you might want to look at that video. I'll put up a card at the end about that. And then later today, I will have my regular Saturday afternoon news show. I'm the only person that has a Saturday news show, so a lot of folks like to see that show every Saturday. Anyway, that's all I got. Let's, oh yeah, please sign up for Patreon. Okay, had a great day for Cybertruck bottle openers, so I got nothing to complain about. Patreon, on the other hand, it's okay, we need more people to sign up for Patreon now. So I had a big rush of Patreon, and the bottle openers were a little soft. And now I've had a big rush of all week long, lots and lots of people buying the bottle openers. And the Patreon's gone a little soft. So anyway, I'm good. Believe me. Thank you so much to everybody that has contributed in any way, shape, or form to this program. All right, here's a quick summary. A lot of you are probably following the whole Gork thing all day today. Grok. I'm going to get the whole Grok thing today. It's going to be, and by the way, it's a verb. It may turn out to be a noun as well. Here's the summary, though. Elon has introduced a new ChatGPT type of service that will soon be available only to those folks who pay for an X Premium Plus, which costs $16 a month. So if you're on X and you're paying the $6 a month in order to get your blue check mark, you'll need to move up to Premium Plus, and it costs you $16, so $10 extra. And that's if you subscribe through X, not through Apple. On Apple, it's probably going to cost you around $20. I don't know that for a fact, but that's roughly probably what it's going to cost you on Apple, because you got to pay the Apple service fee. All right, now this is very much in line. I have my ChatGPT premium price that I pay, which is $10 a month. I do believe they have another step up that you can do that's even more. And I could be even wrong about the 10. Maybe it's $20 a month. Anyway, so X is going to charge $6 for the blue check mark and $10 more, are a total of $16 if you want to get the premium service, which includes more things than just the access to Grok. Anyway, what does Grok mean? Grok means to be as one, to be fully understood. And it's from a book. I should have written all this down. You can look it up. It's everywhere now. Everybody's talking about it, and I just forget the name of the book at this exact moment. Elon says that this version will have real-time access to all of Twitter. Okay, for some of you that might not matter at all. For me, that's everything. Okay, I'm looking for content to talk to you guys. So having full-time access, immediate, real-time access to Twitter, not like I get with ChatGPT on the most high premium one, which is kind of a, yeah, maybe you're getting yesterday's news, or maybe you're getting this morning's a few hours ago. No, this is real time. That's what I need. I can't use ChatGPT to do research for the show. It doesn't work. I don't get the current stuff. All right. So getting it in this way, and I bet I said Twitter a minute ago, didn't I? Real time access to all of X. Anyway, he also said, so that's very, very important for lots of folks. That is going to be a game changer. He also says it will be humorous and sarcastic. I do worry that could become tedious if every time you ask it a question is kind of snarky. That could be, but maybe later on you'll have a choice. You could have the sarcastic one, or you could have the snarky one, or you could have, anyway, we'll see what happens downstream. Anyway, the main idea, and this is another reason why lots of people are going to probably switch from ChatGPT or from Bing's, what's Bing called theirs? I'm forgetting right now. Anyway, the reason a lot of people are going to switch, including me, as soon as I can see that this works for me, I'm going to switch right away, because I'm looking for something that's not politically or culturally biased. And I can promise you that the other ones are very biased when you do lookups. They're biased in the little ways like you find on Wikipedia. They're biased in the big ways like you find on Facebook, not Facebook, what do you call it? YouTube, in terms of who gets actual positioning. Anyway, sorry, YouTube. I know I make a lot of money off of YouTube and I shouldn't complain, but it's the truth. Okay. How does this help Tesla? Here are my 7 ways, and you might have some. You can put in the comments below if you have more that you can think of. Anyway, number 1, this will be a very successful venture for X and will create immediate profit and cash flow to the enterprise. And that removes some of the issue of Elon having to sell more stock to mollify the banks. Okay, so I think maybe they get 1 million folks to sign up for this, $16 a piece, $16 million a month, $200 million a year. Yeah, that'd help. Believe me, that'll help with the bills over at X. And that's probably a small number. It'd probably be way more than 1 million people signing up. Remember that ChatGPT got 100 million people signing up like overnight. So 1 million, yeah, probably pretty easy. Pretty easy get. Some people will feel they'll need every one of these services. Some people will find they will prefer this one. And ultimately, Grok is going to have more than just X on it. It's going to need to have the entire web. It's going to need to have more information than just X. But we'll see we'll see how that works out. Number 2, this will be successful on another level for X, drawing in folks that have not been interested in X up until now. They weren't Twitter, and they haven't joined X, or they were Twitter and they jumped off because it changed. Anyway, but now people will have multiple reasons to need this resource. And if the only way they can get this resource is by joining and being part of X, they might start playing around in other parts of X as well. And anything that helps X helps Tesla. As the more folks paying attention to Elon on X, this is a form of free advertising. More people signing up to follow Elon or to follow Tesla. Tesla has like 6 or 7 or 8 different personas now on X. Anyway, it can't hurt. No, it can't. It will help. Number 3, Elon has indicated that X.ai will have direct relationship opportunities with Tesla. So Tesla might already be selling space on Dojo for this current AI effort. Yes, X bought a cluster of their own, but the Dojo system works differently because it's doing video. Tesla also has many reasons to use AI type services, some of which might be more in the wheelhouse of the X.ai engineering teams. Okay, different guys, different emphasis, different places where Tesla might be able to, they do all this all the time with SpaceX, even with Neuralink. They are looking at the resources of the other Elon Musk companies, and they trade. When they say trade, I think you have to have internal, accounting, bookkeeping. You don't just say, oh, I'll just borrow these guys for a week, unless they come for free. But if you're having these people come and work or do any kind of advice, etc., then there should be always some kind of bookkeeping going back and forth. Number 4, a balanced source of news and information will benefit Tesla in that so much of the news that is currently out there is filled with misinformation, purposeful disinformation, outright lies, Jim who? Oh, and FUD. And so to the extent that this is honest and people can do honest research about Tesla, wow, what a difference that'll make. 5, there's an old adage about the truth winning out in the end. Elon has lost some cachet with many of those who are left of center in the political sphere. Time is likely to see many of these folks appreciating a truthful resource and thereby appreciating the purveyor and even champion of free speech and truth. This may have already started with the Jewish population around the world finding out that the anti-Semitism today is on the left and at the universities and among the press. And so this could be a big help to not only bring people onto X and bring them into this new Grok environment, but also to say, you know what, Elon, maybe you're not such a bad dude after all. Anyway, 6, while Elon will have to be careful to advertise Tesla products at arm's length on X, he will not be constrained from providing Tesla with the absolute best possible advice regarding how to maximize their spend on X and therefore get the highest ROI, rate of return on their spend on X. And number 7, Tesla and Elon are masters at PR. X is at least equal to any other platform in the entire world for viral PR. So the more folks that are on X, the better for those viral efforts. All right. Do you think these 7 make sense? Let me know if one of them doesn't make sense or if you see it a little differently. Do you see other ways that groking, remember it's a verb, so do you see other ways that groking might be a plus for Tesla? Let me know in the comments. What do you think about Grok-based? What do you think about Grok? What do you, now see, that's a noun. See, it's going to be a noun. So what do you think about groking? That's a noun too. What do you think about Grok based on the little bit that we know so far? Do you think it's going to be a good deal for everybody and for Tesla? All right. So remember, hit like and subscribe and notify. Be sure to come up back on here tonight around 4:30 California time. By the way, daylight savings time tonight. Don't forget to fall back. And but I'll have a show around 4:30, still daylight savings time, later today, California time. That'll be the news show. Tomorrow morning, you've got Scott Walter back. Be sure to see that show. And then, of course, on Sunday night, now I don't do a show in the middle of the day Sunday, not during football season. No. You guys didn't even show up. I mean, 12 people. Anyway, so no, but I still have my news show, even though it's right at the time of Sunday night football. I still do my regular Sunday night show, which sets up and lets you know about what's coming financially in the week ahead. All right, now let me remind you about why you should join Patreon. Just spend a minute. I'm putting up the news several times a day. As the news breaks, I put it up onto Patreon. Then, if you're set up that way, you get an email. So now during the day, it's only going to be when the news matters. I've had entire days where I put 0 up because the news that was out was like, no, it's not important. I don't want you to have like, oh my gosh, another email from Randy. No, the only time you're going to see that news item in your email box is going to be when it is important, when it might be moving the stock right now, or it's going to move the stock, or where it's something that I think you would appreciate getting the news right away. That's what I'm doing on Patreon. If that's worth $5 a month to you, take a test drive. Get 7 days free if you want. And when you take that, when you finish the test drive and you sign up, you get 1 of the audiobooks for free. If you join at the $10 level, you get 2 of the audiobooks for free, or they're not even within reach right. Oh yeah. Or you get one of the, either the camo or the regular Cybertruck bottle opener for free. If you don't want to, if you just completely no interest at all in Patreon, that's the last thing you would ever do. Anyway, do it just because you want to support the channel. and provide me with a reasonable amount of income for the work that I put into this. Okay, and if you don't want to do that at all, but you really do want one of these Cybertruck bottle openers, they're $25 for one, $45 for two, $65 for three, $210 for 10, and please add an additional $20 if you're outside the US zip code range. All right, that's it. That's all I got for you right now. Oh, yes, that article, the video from earlier today with Larry Goldberg, there is the card. See, I said I was going to try to remember, and I finally did. All right, it's been great talking to you.